Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipts so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got need? She OB. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Lil Park, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Park, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Park, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Park, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booth, she a beast, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lil Park, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't play, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets.
Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later. You'll see lies get exposed and the fake get froze like refrigerators. Name ring bells like second line. Speak real, no need to lie. She from the south where the strong survive and snakes don't make it out alive.
L-U-P-A-C, ain't no faking on the screen. Call a judge, call a jury, she deliver with the heat. You won't clap, but she got truth, no sugar in her speech. Independent, bold and real, this Lil Park, baby, capiche.
They scrolling, she exposing. They trolling, she compose. See, Lil Park don't just react, she decode what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
L-U-P-A-C, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. I-N-D-E, yeah, she grinding with ease. P-E-N-D-E-N-T, bring in truth to the streets. L-U-A-C, baby don't bend. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown. L-U-A-C, baby don't be. She that truth in your feed when the lies get blown. Y'all watching, y'all lurking, but she grown.
This ain't gossip, this ain't rumors. This is real talk, backed by real proof. Welcome to Lil Park, baby.
Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park. them down. Receive so strong, but the lies won't let. Loop up, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Loop up, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Loop up, baby. Who got the truth? Loop up. Who bring the proof? Loop up. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got me? She OB, loop up, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Ill pop, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's loop up, baby. Truth don't beat, you gon' stand on that. Loop up, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Loop up, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Loop up, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Loop up, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the booty of bees, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's loop up, baby. Shut it down, baby.
Hey y'all, happy Thursday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old Thursday, baby. We got some tea, okay? Listen, I am too geeked. Shout out to the brother Pratt for making me that fire intro yet again. I got one motto, y'all. The next one he gonna make is actually some lyrics that I wrote myself. Okay? I can't wait till he finished with that one though. But yeah, shout out to Brother Pratt because he always come through with that fire, that heat, that pressure, that smoke, all of the above. Anyways, shout out to y'all for being patient, even though I'm on time today. Look at me, y'all. But that's because I gotta go grocery shop for them cheering, okay? So yeah, I don't play when it comes to my babies. Now I'm always on time for something dealing with them. But yeah, gotta go get their little stuff because they all like their own individual snacks and drinks and all that good stuff. And it's that time of the month that I go do my little one too at Sam's, child. So, and then the crazy part is the Sam's is like 35 minutes from my house. So yeah, I got a little piece to go, y'all. But let me see who we got in here. I say, let me hurry up and jump on live and give my people this tea while it's piping hot. Because if y'all remember, if I can recall, but before I drop the tea on everybody, um, they gave you girl the nickname like Pop. They did a big one too. They were saying I'd be over here lying to my supporters, all of that. So I need all of those. I ain't gonna cuss y'all out. I'm gonna just say all of those naysayers. I need y'all to come to the front of the class. Not my supporters, because they already know what time it is. But the ones who was talking that cash money ish and calling me La Pop. Come on, get you a seat at the front of the class and let me school you real quick on how you bring truth to these streets, baby. Okay? Make sure y'all paying attention. But I always got to give a little context to whatever I do, just in case we got some new people in here or some people that, may be a little behind and wasn't present for the stuff that came before everything else or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna give a little context, little 1, 2. We're gonna talk about it all, y'all. I got a little time, okay? I got a little time till him get out of school. Then me and her gonna hit these streets to go grocery shop. But let me see who we got in here. Why is my thing different though? Hold up, y'all. I didn't change nothing up. Why my background look like that? Hold on, let me see something. What color my stuff? Wait, it was not like this. StreamYard must have did some funny stuff. I don't like that. I don't like that. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. Continue premium fonts for your brand. Elevate your broadcast with a broader selection of font styles. Upgrade your. Oh no, we ain't upgrading. Not. Y'all already too high. StreamYard be playing. Let me see. But I know this wasn't my color. I like that one better. Let's do that one. But where is my background? Where is my background picture? All of y'all, give me a second. Give me a second. 'Cause I know we didn't have that banner. The banner gone. Okay, I got the banner back. Let's go back to style, media assets, logo overlay. Where's the background? Okay, here we go. There we go. Man, this switch. How they just delete my stuff? What is going on, StreamYard? Y'all can't be doing that. We can't be doing that. All right, let me see who we got in here so we can get it cracking. Y'all like that new intro? Let me know. Let me know how y'all feeling. How y'all feeling about it? I seen y'all jamming in the chat. Y'all wasn't expecting that one. Y'all know I'm always full of surprises. Wait till that next one comes though. I can't wait. I can't wait, baby. Hey Kimmy, hey darling Nikki, sequently, it don't matter. We got Pressure ENT in the building, Miss Deborah Kennan, Epiphany by Tiffany. We got Miss Charlene, Miss Fila, my love. Shout out to all my beautiful minds in the building. I see y'all and I appreciate y'all. We got Queen Sag, Miss Cheryl, Miss Yolanda, Queen Love Mail. We got Miss Denise. We got Latay Eminem, of course. Latay, I was on time, baby. What you gotta say? What you gotta say, girl? I was on time today. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Rakita. Hey, Scorpio Stings. Tajay Reacts, my beautiful sister. Hannah Nuts in the building. We got Miss Jackie Q Colston, Miss Lolo, Miss Nina, Miss Lenora. We got, hold on, Tanaya. We got Miss Roslyn in the building, Miss Cindy. We got Miss Rebecca Belton, Eric DG, Miss Lisa, Miss Judy, Miss Shalene. Who else? Let's see. Miss Nina. We got Nana Karen. We got, hold on, let me go up. I'm Forever Chosen, Queen Love Mail, Miss Marlene, Tokyo Blues in the building. We got Miss Margaret, Miss Green Eyes, Miss Ilka, Talisa. Who else? Miss Jackie, Miss Erica, Kissy in the building. Who else? Let me see. You, Mika. I see you, girl. I'm chosen. Love you down. We got Miss Robin Lotz. We got Miss Dana. Who else? Miss Freddie in the building. Hey Monet, my mouse can't keep up with me, so I'm going too fast. It don't matter. I see you. Who else? Let's see. Let me go all the way down. Toya, Audra. Let me see. Let me see. Raquel in the building. Texas chick. Y'all know we always gotta have a fly intro because I feel like that sets the vibe for the live. Like it gets us, you know, it get us in that little vibe, you know. So we always gotta have a nice little intro to start us off, especially when we finna get some TV. Okay, we always need that good vibe going. Hey, lovely. Hey, Tahira. Hey, Lakeisha, Kimberly W. Who else in here? Let me see. Let me see. Miss Marlena, I see you. I might have said your name already. I don't know, child. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, Miss Duncan. Hey, Miss Sherry. That new intro is the one. Is the one, y'all. Let me know. Is the one? Who else in here? Let's see. Let's see. Hey, Nita. Hey, Miss Tracy. Let's see. I think I got it. Did I get everybody? Girl, we showing out today. Yes, ma'am. We always showing out. We are always showing out over here, baby. Let me see. Chosen by God is in the building. She said, "Come on, Pac. I love this jam. Thank you. Hey, sweetly favored. Wow, bro, Pratt is nothing to be played with. Big fat. He be cutting up. I feel like he do his big one when it comes to Pac. Shout out to Pratt. Hey, Miss Ashley. I love the new one. Thank you. I'm glad y'all like it because we're gonna add it into our little, into our little float. Don't get it twisted. We're gonna switch them up because I actually like all three of them that he made. Which he y'all, to be honest, he didn't made me so many to choose from. But some of them I didn't really like. So I just picked the ones, that I like the most and I roll with those. Um, but yeah, them three, that's them ones right there. Them last three, let me see. Let me see. I think I got everybody that's in here. Talk, my daughter said she loved that intro. Tell my niece I said thank you. Thank you, girl. Hey, Tamaya. Hey, Christina. Shout out to Miss Tracy for being an 18-month member. Who else? Queen Love Mel, 10 months. Miss Cheryl, we got 19 months. Shout out to my green team. Hey, Anissa. Hey, Miss Green Eyes, 20 months. Period. Miss Lolita Tracy Trice, solid as a rock. Shout out to you. I see you in here. Okay, I think I got everybody. I'm almost to the bottom. Hey, Miss Simone, Miss Lovely. Every time I say everybody, more people come. But it's all good. Shout out to everybody that's in here. A collective hey to every single person that didn't join the chat. Please hit the like button as y'all come in. If y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me a $ Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people over there on that app. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal of 15. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it is greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. And it makes me look even more forward to bringing this tea, bringing this heat for y'all. Period. Also, make sure y'all watching them ads, hitting that like button, and hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. Hey, only if you see it. Because some people still don't see that hype button for some reason. I don't know why, but they don't. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Zaisha. All right, let me roll all the way to the bottom. And shout out to Mo Better Blue. Child, not Blue. I done added a whole new name to you. Mo Better Hygiene and Things for being a 13-month member. Shout out to you. Hold on. Nana Karen, 14 months. Y'all gotta call out my green team. Okay? I gotta call them out. Miss Elisa, 7 months. Lakeisha, 4, period. Okay, I see y'all. Latessa, 18. Sweet Queen, 12. We got a whole lot of day ones and twos in here. All right, y'all. So let's get into it because I know y'all want to know what's going on. And y'all know I'm going to always bring y'all that heat. Okay? Michelle, I see you coming through with the 23 months. You showing out. You showing out. You cutting up. She's trying to flex on y'all a little bit. Thank you, Miss Cynthia, for that cash app blessing. I appreciate you, my love. She said, I wish I could give more. That's perfectly fine. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. So I appreciate it. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. And green team, I see y'all cutting up. I'm gonna come back to y'all. I got y'all. Let me try to get into it real quick since we 17 minutes in already. All right. So first, let me see what I want to start with first. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to my email. Let's go to the email first. Receipt. All right, we're gonna pull this up. I'm pretty sure y'all seen my community wall post I made last night too. This. All right. Am I missing one? No. So we're gonna start off with because I got a little audio I want to play for y'all too. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you for my first super girl. Okay, and if somebody else sent one and I didn't see it, I'll check my start stuff later because I do see 18 things, but I think that's from y'all from the green team over there. Okay, all right, y'all. So hold on, let's see. Let's put this on the screen first. Matter of fact, before we get to that, let me update y'all on this. So y'all know that the court date for the landlord was supposed to be today, right? The landlord's lawyer, hold on, where's that paper? Let me find it. The landlord's lawyer submitted a paper to let's see, is this it? Yep. Submitted a paper to the courts yesterday because I don't know if this is I think it's a new lawyer. You know, anytime you get a new lawyer on your case or whatever, they need a little time to kind of fill themselves in on all of the evidence, all the documents, just like a little refresher or whatever. So they submitted the landlord some because somebody had thought that it was Laonia. Laonia is pro se with this situation. She don't have no attorney, y'all. The landlord is the one that has the attorney. Okay, so the landlord's attorney submitted a continuance request for case such and such, and it says, "Dear Honorable Judge, I represent the plaintiff, Mr. P. I ain't gonna say his name." In the above case scheduled for October 9th, 2025, which was today. I am newly appearing attorney and is currently still gathering evidence. And I am requesting that the matter be continued for another 30 days. Okay. So that's what his attorney submitted. But the judge ain't given 30 days. Okay. Now let's get into that. Doc, do you really believe they be breaking up or fooling? I know they be y'all. Come on now, think about it. Just think about the dynamic. Y'all really think they been together all this time and not a breakup the way he be cheating, the way with the infidelities that we done heard about? No, they be breaking up for real, and they just she's a sucker, and he, yeah, they get right back together. He be needing a coin, and she need validation. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. They break up, they get right back together, and it been going on since the beginning of the saga. The same behavior. Oh, but we're gonna rub that in too, y'all. We're gonna get into that also towards the end, because we gotta rub it in a little bit, because she's the one who said that she was tired of having to set herself on fire just for his attention. So yeah, we're gonna do a little rubbing in a little bit. We're gonna do a little rubbing in a little bit. Okay, let's see, what is this? Please note the entry of appearance. Attorney. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay, he requested all the documents. Okay, so this is the court. The court submitted this morning, and it says P versus B, which is Laonia. Dispossessory hearing notice / reset. It says to B Hampton. The above action has been rescheduled for trial on October 16th. Yeah, we gonna meet you down the middle. We can't give you 30, but we can give you, what today is 9. We can give you an extra 6 days. Okay? No, 7. Child. It's on the 16th. Yeah. We can give you an extra 7 days. Because today is the 9th. So we can give you an extra 7 days. We can't give you 30, but we can give you an extra 7, and your lawyer just gonna have to cram it. That's basically what they saying, y'all. That's basically what they saying, okay? So the trial, let me emphasize that, because it says that here. Trial is rescheduled for October 16th, 2025 in the Magistrate Court building. Pending motions, if any, will be heard immediately prior to trial. And it says the calendar will be called at 9 a.m. If the plaintiff is not present at the time, the case may be dismissed. The plaintiff is the landlord. And it says that the defendant, Laonia, is not present at the time, a default judgment may be entered. Okay, and it also says mediation services will be provided free of charge to the parties following calendar call. Agreements made during mediation will be submitted to the court in the form of a consent judgment. Consent judgments approved by the court will be signed in chambers without the necessity of a hearing. Trials are generally conducted after all mediation efforts are exhausted, and the order of cases for trial will generally prioritize cases wherein the parties have attempted in good faith to reach an agreement through mediation. So basically, the same thing Laonia and LaTrue had to do when they went to their mediation for the child custody and stuff. You know how you go to mediation, and if you can't come to a full emphasis on full agreement, you then get another court date for a trial where the judge will give the order. Judge and or jury. Okay? The ones in the back. The ones that I told to come to the front of the class. All right. So it says it is the responsibility of the parties to have their witnesses, documents, and relevant materials with them at the time of the trial. Evidence must be in a printed format which may remain with the court. The court will not review evidence contained on cell phones or other devices. If you wish to avail yourself of the subpoena powers of the court to compel the attendance of witnesses and have not already done so, you should contact the clerk of court immediately. Procedural rules in the magistrate court are designed to enable parties to try civil cases with or without an attorney. However, Laonia, they talking to you since you pro se. However, neither the court nor staff can give legal advice. The rules of evidence governing civil trials in Georgia courts do apply in the magistrate court. Okay? So that means you going in there pro se, you better know what you're doing, know what you're talking about. Because you can't be up in court asking the secretary or the clerk of court or a bailiff what this mean. Hey, what this mean, sir? What's this big word? You can't do that. So you better have your T's crossed and your I's dotted before you run up in that pro se. Cause that landlord, he ain't playing, baby. He got his attorney on deck and he ready to roll. So that's that, y'all. So y'all can look forward to the info for October 16th. We're gonna mark our calendars. And yeah, we'll have that tea whenever it comes about, which is what, next week? That's next week, y'all. Ooh, that coffee good. Okay, hold on. Y'all know I love me some coffee, child. Love me some coffee. Okay, let's see. But yeah, y'all, they really be breaking up. Don't let them fool y'all. Just because y'all see them getting right back together, don't mean that they ain't breaking up. The breakups be very much real. Trust the plus. They be very much real. And this is coming from somebody who hears stuff that on the back end also. And I don't just be knowing stuff publicly, but I also get, how y'all think I'll be getting tea. Like, I can't say everything, but I tell y'all majority of the stuff, okay? But yeah, them breakups be real. They don't be fake. They just seem like they fake because they get right back together. But think about who we dealing with. Think about who we're dealing with in this situation. Think about how that relationship came about. It wasn't based on love. It was based on opportunity. He was an opportunist and she was trying to get over RH and also use John. In a sense, she was an opportunist also. So two opportunists got together for the wrong reasons and it became a karmic relationship due to those wrong reasons. So it's gonna be a lot of breaking up, getting back together, breaking up. Was the real question is when are they gonna be done for real? For real? Because let's not forget, just like she was posting all of those thousand subliminals, he posted one, and that one subliminal beat her 50. Okay, that one subliminal where he posted that pastor saying, "You wouldn't have picked her if you would have came to me first, or if you would have prayed first, or something along those lines." So that one subliminal right there hit harder than anything she posted in her story, child. All right. And y'all know he rarely responds to anything. Like he let everything slide. He just going on with his body butter. He just be whipping that work in the kitchen like she ain't on her page posting 1,000 subliminals directed towards him, trying to get his attention. Yeah. Yep. But don't be fooled, y'all. But it just shows, like I said, if y'all see my community wall, the post that I made, let me go to it right quick, real quick. The post that I made is very fitting because hold up. The post is very fitting. Where's my charger? Hold on, y'all. My phone about to die. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down. It's little pop, baby. I love that little country vibe. Okay, so I posted this on my community wall last night, y'all, and I said, "Dear Sleepy," that's baby daddy number one. Your baby mama then went back to that clown quote in quotations because if y'all remember, we went over his comments where somebody had made a comment under one of Sleepy posts, and Sleepy responded and said, "Nobody talking about that clown." So he referred or referenced Janelle as a clown in his comments. That's why I put that. And it says, "You referenced in your comments last week, or should I say that Jody from Baby Boy Spirit that you've been preaching against on your Facebook page for the last 3 weeks," because he's been doing that also. "I guess she's not tired of setting herself on fire just to get his attention, or the lack of communication, or the him ignoring her all day instead of just saying he's busy, and the 70 other subliminals she posted last week to get his attention. Quick question though, is this a testament of knowing she deserves better, or is she getting exactly what she deserves?" That's a question that needs to be answered. And what precedent is she setting for her daughters when they get old enough to date? That's another good question. I'll see you guys on the next episode of I Know My Worth and What I Bring to the Table in the next 5 to 7 business days. Tell me that ain't fitting, y'all, because that's how it be going. Like, that's how it be going. Did y'all know that Sleepy deleted his response about the clown? It's too late now. That's because, and if he did delete it, that's because he's scared. And not of Janelle, of Laonia. He's scared. scared of Janelle. He's scared of Laonia. And you know what? And that further proves my point to the fact that he don't have nothing to say until she's officially done with him. Because think about the situation with Latrue. He ain't said not 2 words the whole time she was with Latrue. We didn't even know of him. We didn't even know them children had a biological father. We thought Latrue was their real daddy due to his silence. Okay? So that him deleting that comment further proves my point at the fact that he's scared of her. He don't want no problems with his baby mom. Because she got 3 cheering by him. She got the most cheering by him out of all the baby moms. And he don't want that smoke. He don't want that court smoke with her. He don't want that. And that's why he go along to get along. And he, come on, here, puppy. Here, puppy. Here, puppy. Come here, puppy. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, listen. He gonna do what she say, baby. He's gonna fall in line. Whether he got a wife or not, baby, he falling in line. Due to his absenteeism. Exactly. Period. You say, Pac, did you see where BB took the audio off all those videos of her crashing out on Janelle? Oh, went back and is saying no audio. What video? You talking about on Facebook? I thought she deleted the videos in its entirety. But the crazy part is, who cares? Because we have the whole internet got the video. So it really don't matter what she do. Everybody know it's her. So she might as well leave it up. Like, girl, the whole world know you done came out here multiple times blasting this man. Nobody cares. All right. So hold on, y'all. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Hold up. All right. Okay, let's get into it. So let me see what I want to do next. Okay, I read y'all. Let me make sure I'm going in order, y'all, because I don't want to miss out on no tea. I read y'all the dispossessory that's coming up. Oh, I got another one. Hold on. I forgot about this one. So, y'all, remember I told y'all that, the latest 2 financial institution, aka creditors, they've been looking for her because apparently a false address has been given. Okay? So these people trying to see where she at, baby. It's given, I don't care, we on the run. Oh, Lord. Hold on, y'all. I don't care, we on the run. That's what it's given. Hey, Cree. Hey, True Slayer. Y'all, because why are you giving false address to these deputies, baby? To these marshals? 1 minute, boo. 1 minute. All right, let me see. Okay, so it says inability, capital One versus Laonia, inability to perfect service. And it says it appears from the return of service that the sheriff was unable to serve the defendant in the above referenced civil action at the address provided by the plaintiff. Pursuant to Uniform Rule 36.3 of the Uniform Rules of the Magistrate Court, the sheriff can attempt service at another address within such and such county upon your direction and payment of an additional $50 service fee per defendant. So every time they try to serve her and they, it's the wrong address, is either vacant or empty, another $50 service fee is added on to that civil suit, baby. So it says, in the event you are in receipt of information indicating the defendant resides in another county, you may request that this matter be transferred to the appropriate county. To request an additional service attempt, please contact such and such county sheriff's office, civil division. However, you must indicate your election to the court by returning this form or e-filing this election within 30 days. Please select one. And it says for the first one, to select I have made arrangements with the such and such county for an additional service attempt. And then the second one says I want to dismiss this case with prejudice or without prejudice. We know they ain't dismissing because they would have never filed. It's going to dismiss. They're going to find her. They're going to find her. And that's not the only one that's looking either. That's the second one that has attempted to serve her, but she done dipped out. She dipped out, y'all. Okay, let me stop. All right, so should I drop the? Let's go to this next, and then we're gonna get into this little audio. You know, since she back with her. My man, my man, my man. All right, let's see. Let me pull this up. Thank you, bud. I don't care, we on the run. Baby, long as I'm next to you. Woo. All right, let's see. This is the okay. So y'all remember when was that temporary order put into place? Who remember? Who remember when they went to court? I think that was back in August, y'all. I think it was back in August when they went to court for the temporary order. Y'all know it was a whole lot of going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Who's lying? Who's telling the truth? No court date here, court date here, no court date. Oh, they lying over there. Oh, don't believe them. They be lying to their supporters. Blase, blase, blase. Right? So this is just to give a little context, y'all. This is from the actual consent temporary order, right? So I think this was back in August. It says consent temporary order. The parties in the above styled matter having come to a temporary agreement on some of the pending issues in this matter. Emphasis on some, because there was a whole lot. If y'all remember, I ain't had time to, pull up all the other stuff and give y'all that rundown. But LaTrue filed a whole lot of contempts against Lounge. A whole lot. And if y'all remember, I told y'all, I said, ain't no way in ATLL he letting them contempts go. Because for one, they cost money. It costs money to file that, right? Especially when you get an attorney, which he did. He got an attorney. He has an attorney for this situation now. So I highly doubt he was going to get an attorney, pay an attorney all that money, that GoFundMe money. Y'all know that GoFundMe money that they tried to say he was using it for other things, when in all actuality, he did indeed pay an attorney to represent him. Yeah, that. And allowing you on the other hand only use 3,800 of hers, and where the other 13,000 went, we have no clue. Okay, but anyways, that's besides the point. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So the true file contempts, it was dating all the way back to March of last year. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that. But just know he filed a hell of a lot of contempts. And some very, more serious than others. If y'all remember, it was one specifically pertaining to Daddy Longlegs, who we ain't seen in a hot minute. Somebody check on Walter in my Latte voice. Walter. Somebody go check on Walt. Because where is Walter? Is he finally sick of her chat? We ain't seen him in a very we ain't seen Walt in a long time, child. But anyways, he ain't been babysitting or nothing. But that was one of the situations, one of the stipulations. And that could have something to do with it. I don't know. You never know, child. But it was also the issues with her taking him off the school list where he can, be in communication with Momo's teachers and be able to pull up and have lunch with her and to know her overall health, with doctors and just being able to go to the school, all that good stuff. Anything pertaining to the child, she basically excluded him from. What else? What else was on there? His page. Let's not forget about the big Facebook page. Okay, I have a receipt in my phone right now where LaTrue had made a comment. It was a post he made a while back. This was last year sometime, and he made a comment under the post. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. All right. So My bad, I got distracted. Okay, so he had made a comment under the post, and he basically said that he has proof from Facebook that she did indeed have access to the page, and removed him as an admin, right? So all of that was submitted. I got rid of her, Nikki. I got rid of her. All of that was submitted to the see, this is why I don't like to look in the chat when I'm talking, because I get distracted real fast. But to the person that made that comment, it's interesting that you made that comment because we wouldn't be here. Okay? So make sure you, even though you're not in the chat no more, you can't comment. Make sure you stick around for what I'm about to show y'all. Since you said that, yeah. Make sure you stick around, Boo Boo Kitty. All right, so um he made that post under his he made the comment under his post basically saying that she removed him as an admin. He had proof and all of that. And if y'all remember, all of that is in the contempt paperwork. Everything. So hold on, let me see. So okay, remember this part right here. This is from the consent temporary order where it says everything issues in this matter, they address some issues. Now let me take this down and put the other one up. Hold on. Okay, let's put the other one up. Okay, so this is the other one. Ooh, why? I don't want this to play. Hold on. Okay, so this one says this is number 6. Well, this is about third parties. It's number 7 that we need. So this is number 7 on that temporary consent order, and it says remaining issues, all other issues not expressly addressed herein are reserved. Right? So let me say this. If y'all remember when we went over that, hold on. Matter of fact, let me pull that paper up so I can tell y'all verbatim. Because I don't like to say the wrong stuff, child. Because y'all know it, any little jack up, little mix up, and they own you. They own you like white on rice, child. So we're gonna make sure we get it right. Please read. Hold on, y'all. You said, please read Hey Pac, Mize, and chat. I have been gone for a while due to 11 mini strokes and open heart surgery, but I'm back. We'll be getting my sub soon. I love you and Tate, the only two I need to get updated. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Terry. I'm definitely going to be saying some prayers for you in hopes that you have a speedy recovery. Don't put too much stress on yourself. I definitely wouldn't be over here on YouTube. Well, just stay away from the drama, okay? Stay away from all drama. You don't need no added stress when you're going through a situation like that, trying to recover, especially when you care about people. Because when you care about people, don't get it twisted, y'all. Just because it's the internet, you do, start caring about people on the internet over time. We spend a lot of time together. We might not be in person, but we spend a lot of time together doing these live streams, all of that. So over time, you build relationships with people, you start to care about people. And a lot of that, you got to be careful of the energies that you surround yourself with, because a lot of times their energy becomes yours. So just be real careful. Be real careful. Protect your peace at all costs. But I definitely will be sending up some prayers for you, Miss Terry, in hopes of a speedy recovery. Don't do too much. Set all the way down, girl. All the way. Yes, La Pop is in full effect, Latte. You know, they call me they call me La Pop, baby. I'm gonna have to add that to my lyrics. All right, hold on. Let me I'm gonna have to add that to my song, y'all. Let me pull this up. Because I want to tell y'all verbatim. Hold up. From the consent order. that's not it. That's the landlord. So we gotta go to this is it. Yeah, this is it. All right. So wait, where's the other page? Hold on, y'all. Make sure I got the right. Where's the okay? All right. So if y'all remember, the only things. Hold up. Thank you, Tokyo. Prayers flowing up for Miss Terry. Yes, y'all definitely say a prayer for Miss Terry. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. Okay, so the consent temporary order, y'all. The only things that was addressed on when was it? August 12th, 2025, right, was custody and parenting time. They issued a temporary order for custody and parenting time because they couldn't agree. So they gave a temporary. Okay, that was number one. And then also, let's see, let's get to number two, child support. They also gave a temporary order for a deducted version of child support. Okay, they went down some on the child support. That was temporary also. Number three, social media. Number four, passport. Number five, notice of travel. And number six, third parties. Y'all know there's somebody, anybody with a criminal history of a conviction of child sexual activity. Okay. And number seven was remaining issues, which is on the screen. The parties agree and reiterate that no third part. No, I'm reading the wrong one, child. My bad, y'all. All other issues not expressly addressed herein are reserved. So just because you don't see reserved for a future court date, don't mean that this is where you have to figure out the context, which is common sense. Okay. So for the ones that I told to come to the front of the class that was calling me a lot, let me pull this up. You know, they was doing their big one, y'all. And I just sat on it. And y'all know anytime, let me say this too. Because I said I was gonna pop my ish, but because a lot of the the jabs that were being thrown were so indirect and it didn't have a name on it, I'm not gonna be direct, okay? Because if a name would have been put on it, today was gonna be the day that I pop my. I was gonna give them just a little taste of that Louisiana, just a little taste. But we ain't gonna do it because they know who they are. The creators of Live Pop, they know they know who they are. You know the let me see how to call them. The community wall gangsters, they know who they are. All of the above. Okay? All right. So let's pull this up. Let's go to my next piece. What do we have here, you guys? What do we have here? Let me take Tokyo down real quick. Make sure y'all, tip your host a little more tea fun. Make sure y'all add a little more tea fun to the super chat goal. Clear me out, baby. Clear me out. Because y'all know I always come through with the come through when it comes to this hot tea. Okay? Period. All right. So, what do we have here, you guys? What do we have here? All right. So, y'all remember on June 3rd, 2025 at 1:30, we had a contempt hearing, right? And also August 12th, 2025 at 9 a.m., we had a contempt hearing. That was for the consent temporary order, what I just read, y'all. So what is this right here, you guys? I'm hoping that, the ones that call me a liar, I'm hoping that they at the front of the class. Because my people, we're going to be so courteous to allow y'all to get in the front just today. Just today. Because, my people be on game. They think we logical thinkers over here, baby. We analytical. We do the work. We get the tea, but we also come with the receipts. We ain't just telling our people nothing over here. We're going to make sure it's some facts to back it up. Okay. So, what is this, y'all? Y'all see I circled it. What does that say? Anybody want to do the honors? Well, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. It says date/time, January 26, 2026 at 9 a.m. Hearing type bench/jury trial. Do I need to read it again for the ones in the front? Because y'all know we gave them the front today. Okay? We gave them the front today. Do I need to read it again, y'all? Let me know if I need to read it again. Because they call me Live Pop. They say, oh, they ain't got no court date. Oh, it ain't gonna be no more court. Oh, they settled it all in court for the temporary, emphasis on temporary, for the slow ones in the back. I think element Ham know what temporary means. My 7-year-old know what temporary means. I think if it was settled, you see where it says results. Hold on. Let's go up a little bit. You see where it says result under location. You see how it's empty for that, and that's for June. June 3rd, 2025. Let's go up to August. You see where it says result for the August 12th court date, which was the temporary consent order, empty. Now let's go on up to, hold on. Stick it tongue. I love it when we stick it tongue. Let's go on up to January 26, 2026. We ain't got no result yet because it ain't came. But okay, y'all get the picture. It says bench/jury trial. Emphasis on trial, baby. Emphasis on trial. And I'm pretty sure I ain't gotta tell people what bench/jury trial means. But we're gonna tell them anyway. We're gonna tell them anyways. We're just gonna let them know. We're gonna tell them anyway. All right, hold on. A bench trial is a trial decided solely by a judge, okay? Who acts as the sole fact finder and makes the verdict. A jury trial, on the other hand, is a group of citizens who hear evidence and decide the verdict. For the ones in the front, that's what's going to happen on January 26th, baby. So this is basically saying, that when you go to court, you go through a process. They start with mediation first. I just read that to y'all for the landlord situation, right? I just read the paperwork where it clearly says, under the magistrate order, it says we're going to allow a mediation free of charge first. Basically meaning we're going to allow the landlord and La Onya to try to get it together on their own. Like, come to some type of agreement. And if they can't, we're going to proceed. And that's when the judge comes in. That's when he'll make the, deciding factor. Same thing here. Because they went to court for those contempt hearings and they were not resolved, that's why they have now a bench/jury trial date for the ones in the front and the back. Because, some of them hiding in the back because they shame. So that's for them. That's for y'all hoes too. Anyways, y'all. So hold on. Damn, I done lost my thought. What I wanted to say. Oh, dang it. It was right there. It's gonna come back to me. Please come back to me. Because I wanted to say something else about this. Oh, please come back to me. Because if she took the strike, I wouldn't have no clue. The only way we would know that is he would actually come out here and say, And the only bad thing about that too, y'all, and I said this last time, when it comes to those strikes on Facebook, Facebook is already shadow banning so many people. And that's because they doing some little slickish, and that's because of their financial trouble. That's why if you notice so many of the big creators that was on Facebook, they slowly but surely moving over to other platforms, y'all. So even if she did release the strike, it's going to be hard for RH to come back from that shadow banning era. It's going to be hard for him to come back from that because he's going to have to build back up into the algorithm. That's the crazy part. So I don't know, y'all. It's going to be real. It's going to be real tough. But if anybody can do it, he can. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. Shout out to No More Drama for being a 4-month member. Laonya thinks she's in a relationship. Janelle, not so much. Janelle is just halfway co-parenting, and he need a little coin. Drops mic, period. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. They big one, y'all. They say we be lying to y'all. They had I ain't gonna lie, they had a lot of my supporters questioning if there were actually gonna be another court date. That's why I tell y'all guys to, well, let me not say that. Because y'all can listen to whoever y'all want. So I ain't gonna even say that. Go and wherever you please. Okay? The only thing I ask is don't bring nothing back to me. Because if I don't watch them people, I definitely don't want to know what they talking about. Okay? Or especially when it's something about me. Because if I'm not going to look for myself, I sure don't want nobody bringing it back to me. But just be mindful, y'all. Like, be mindful. And anytime and y'all know I tell y'all this all the time, whenever you're watching somebody's content, if they don't have proof behind what they're saying, right? If there's no proof behind what they're saying, and even if they do have proof, and you ask maybe to see the proof or whatever, and they start getting mad or anything like that, that's a problem. Because why are you mad if you have the proof in front of you and your supporters is asking to see it? Why are you getting mad? It's not personal. This ain't even our business for real. This is social media. So it's like once you get to that personal level, baby, it just to me it takes all the fun out of it. It takes all the fun out of it because you can't blog freely how you want on this situation. And y'all know I blog on everything. I blog on everything. When it came to now, don't get me wrong. I might not give them what they want when it comes to RH. You know, they want me to go in on him. I don't go in on Laonia. I don't drag her appearance. I don't talk about her look. I don't do none of that. So why would I do that to RH when that's who I started supporting? Why would I go in on him like that or just start blogging how he eat, how he move, how he walk, he dress when I don't do that to Laonia? You know, every so often we might crack a little joke here and there, but other than that, no, because I'm all about the facts, the receipts, and the content. That's it. We talk about what she put out. That's it. That's all. But this is y'all. I guess we can add RH back to that list of court appearances because now we have we have Wells Fargo, we have Capital One, we have Concora Credit, we have the landlord, we have Dr. Jill, and we have RH. That's six. Six different court situations. That is crazy. That's crazy, y'all. That is dang, we only been on here 57 minutes. It normally go by faster than that. Wow. That's crazy, y'all. Like karma. You can't say that ain't karma. You know, they talking about karma this, karma that. You can't tell me somebody getting hit with a court situation back to back to back to back ain't karma. You cannot tell me. Ain't no way in hell. This girl is getting hit with court date after court date for different things back to back, and it ain't a form of her karma. It ain't the only karma either. That's the crazy part. Her other karma is who she lay down with, that she keep going back to, because she don't know her worth. And you know what? And it might not even be a matter of her not knowing her worth. It might be a matter of she's getting exactly what she deserves. Because, and I said that also. At the end of the day, right? I said that in my post that I made last night. Is this a situation where she doesn't know her worth, or a situation where she's getting I forgot how I worded it, child. But y'all know what I mean. Like, do you deserve better, or are you getting exactly what you deserve? Because you're still there and you keep going back. So maybe that's what you deserve right there. Because when a person knows their worth, they're not going to settle for that. And they can say what they want. They can say what they want when it comes to this situation. But everybody on the internet know Janelle ain't shit. Everybody know that. She told us. So you can't get mad when people talk about the fact that you keep dealing with the same man that you yourself came out on the internet and said was the devil himself. I ain't never known that. Now, I didn't heard about the story in the Bible where the devil was a fallen angel, but I ain't never heard of a situation where the devil became an angel again. So when we speak of 360 new beginnings, no, we ain't doing that. We don't believe that. We don't believe that. Because when a 360 happens, right, which is equivalent to an all around change, no room left for error or repeating behaviors, right? That's what I think about when I think about a 360 change, because that's what they said he gave. So if he gave that, why did he breaking up? If he's a new man, a changed man, why are they still breaking up even to this day? New beginnings. If they started over with new beginnings, shout out to the person who said, Pop, what happened to the new beginnings page? What happened to it? Listen, what happened to it? Okay, I would like to know too. I guess she got tired of posting them old videos talking about new behavior with this unchanged man, because it never gave change. It never gave, oh, we didn't went to therapy. It never gave, he's a new man. It never gave, he's a different man. It don't. If anything, it gives worse, because we can also see the fact that this man is not. He doesn't care about your other kids like that. He don't. People can say what they want, but we all can see clearly of what's going on here. I don't care who you support. At the end of the day, open your eyes. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, and it ain't hard to see what's really going on. What's really going on. And shout out to but yeah, I'm gonna leave this up for 10 more seconds just to rub it in for them hoes in the back that call me lie pocket. See, I be lying to my supporters, and there is no more court dates. Oh, and for the ones that, try to make a big deal, because y'all remember when LaTruth did that live that day, and he was like, oh, I don't know what they talking about, or I ain't got no more court date. We done. Da, 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 da. It ain't no more court date. I ain't going for full custody. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. Y'all remember when LaTruth did that live, and they was, oh, he talking about his supporters. He say his supporters lying. He said this. He said that. And you know what I said? Why the hell would he tell y'all anyway? If they just went to court, this is for the dummies in the back, right? If they just went to court and the judge say you cannot discuss absolutely nothing pertaining to this court situation, why would he come out here and tell y'all that he's taking her for full custody? Why would he tell y'all? Did y'all not hear her tell Dawn on the phone maybe 2 months ago that LaTruth is trying to get full custody? Did we not all hear that recording? That's for Jasmine that came in here and said, LaTruth said he not worried about custody no more. Why wouldn't he be? Is you crazy? You know what? You would have to actually think that he don't care about his child. And I'm going to just keep it all the way 100. Because her stand with Janelle, he definitely need to get full custody. Now y'all going to really make me say too much. And I'm trying my hardest to get this receipt, child. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Because when I tell y'all, oh, Lord. Thank you, Toya, showing my love and support. Thank you for supporting my goal. I appreciate you, my love. Y'all, that man love his child. Let me just say that. He love his child. And he doing what he got to do. And you can tell. You can tell. That's why they have a court date. January 26, 2026. So that girl came in here talking about, oh, they being LaTruth, they being cordial. Baby, I'll be cordial too if I know everything, all the odds are stacked up against me. I'll be cordial too if I don't know if he gonna take me back to court or not, or if he's still gonna try to take my child. I'll be cordial too. But does that mean that she gonna continue being cordial? Because if we can recall, they done went to court how many times? And she done did the same shit on the internet right after the court date. Receipt purposes, Renee. I have to protect myself. Got to protect myself. See, it's easy for y'all to ask for it, but it's a difference when you actually on this side of the board. Okay, you got when you just got to protect yourself as a blogger, especially when it's pertaining to certain situations. So I say, y'all use your imagination, okay? But just know I tell y'all what I can, and I also try to get the receipts for damn near everything if I can. I'll never just put nothing out here unless I'm protected. I have to protect myself. I got 3 kids. This is a business. This is where I go into. This is a business, y'all. Yes, it's entertaining, but it's still a business. It's still a business. So you got to be real careful. Y'all forgot Tasha K got sued and lost? Yeah, I'm a small platform, but I'm growing. And that don't mean nobody won't sue me either just because I'm small. Okay? So you just got to make sure you protect yourself as a blogger. I'm one of those bloggers who take my platform serious. And even though, like I said, it's very entertaining, but I still would never put myself in a position where I could get sued for putting out false information or information that I can't prove. See, that's the thing. When you put out allegations or certain things that's being said that has a lot of seriousness to it, you have to be able to back that up. You got to be able to prove it. Got to be able to prove it, y'all. But it just be pissing me off, like, because they don't know everything, and the type of comments that they be making, just from the saga, from being in the saga since the beginning. Most of y'all seen what then transpired. Y'all heard some of the things that happened on the back end. That alone should tell you something. That alone. The chest punch, the yelling at the baby, cussing out to get out the room, the flooring the vehicle and they flying. All that's third party information, but why would they lie about something like that? And that's people closest to her in direct contact with her. Why would they lie about something like that? So, just consider that. Just consider that. Thank you, Miss Nina. You say, I'm going to come through for my girl. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Period. I know you always do. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. But just know, y'all, whenever I get them receipts, it's getting put. It's getting put on the floor. It's getting put on the floor. But shout out to LaTruth, because this just further shows that he not playing when it comes to his child. And yeah, it could be a period where she's quiet and she's not cutting up or doing what she was once doing, giving information, doing this, doing that. But who's to say she won't start it back up again? That's why this court date is necessary. That's why it's necessary. And y'all never know what LaTruth might know behind the scenes that ain't made it to the internet, that's making him go get his child even more, or pushing to get his child. I told y'all before, court custody situations take time. A judge ain't gonna just hand over a baby unless it's a emergency situation where we gotta get that child up out that house. And you gotta be able to prove it too. That's the only way. That's the only way. But outside of that, when it's dealing with just like, little negligence here and there, stuff like that, he's doing it the right way. He's doing it the right way. You could tell. Based on all the paperwork that has been submitted, he's doing it the right way. But who had put in the chat, I can't remember when this was. Somebody put in the chat and was like, "Pop, do you think the saga is really over? Do y'all think it's over?" Let me say that. Do y'all think it's over at this point? Or do y'all think it's just beginning? Because I don't know. I don't know, y'all. It's a lot going on still. Every time it looks like it quiet down, something pop up. So you never know. You never know, child. But make sure we got 454 in the building. Make sure y'all hitting that like button if y'all enjoying this live. Clear out my goal. I ain't had a super chat goal that been cleared out. I think I only had one. I think I had one super chat goal since they put up the goals and allowed us to get goals that been cleared out. If y'all feel like I come through with that heat, that smoke, that tea, show me some love. Period. Clear my little goal out for the one time. Let me stop. So, y'all, that's not it though. But like I said, this for the ones in the back. And I hope the ones who was talking all that cash money chat, yeah, all that cash money chat, make sure y'all go and talk about this too. Make sure y'all let y'all people know that there is a court date, bench/jury trial, not a contempt hearing, not a mediation, a trial date. Yeah, it's going to trial. Make sure y'all let y'all people know that. Period. And come on over to my place. Since they told y'all I be lying, okay? Listen, come on over. We don't bite. We don't bite. Come meet the truth teller, big stepper. All right, let me take this down. Hold on, y'all. Because I do have something else I want to show y'all. Let's pull up this video. Shout out to what is his name? Real reactions and talk or real talk reactions. Something I can't remember. Something like that. But shout out to him. I don't know where he got this video from, y'all. But this was a good, I don't know, I'm about to play it. I don't know where he got this video from, but I got this off of his page. So shout out to him because my source didn't even see this video. So I was like, wow, when did she post it? Thank you, True Slayer. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let me pull this little video up for y'all. Since we talking about Laonya over there back with her clown, like her baby daddy said. I ain't call him a clown. Sleepy called him a clown, okay? Sleepy said, we ain't talking about that clown. Or what does this have to do with that clown? That's what her baby daddy said. So that basically let us know how her baby daddy feel about Janelle. It went from, ooh, I sense a way better energy from him than whatchamacallit and him calling Janelle a king to now. How you go from a king to a clown? Somebody talking. Somebody talking, y'all. And I really believe at this point, I don't think it's just the oldest son that's talking. I think when they break up, when they have those little small breakups, she's talking to her baby daddy also. If y'all remember, I put up some text messages. This was not that long ago between Laonya. She had sent this to Dawn. Y'all remember she sent the messages to Dawn between her and her first baby daddy, and he was, basically fussing at her, telling her to stop worrying about what people say on the internet, stop going back and forth, right? So that right there tells you that she relies on him as a listening ear when she going through stuff. When she going through stuff. And you gotta be real careful. If I was his wife, you better watch that because human emotions is a mother, okay? Human emotion, I would never confide in my baby daddy. Never. We got too much history. You don't reopen those doors for anything. The only thing you open it up for is co-parenting, and you keep it strictly there. Don't go outside that line. That's why when you hear people saying, oh, when they got kids together, or if that's his baby mama, she gonna always F her baby daddy, or he gonna always F his baby mama. That's why people be saying it. Because they tend to spin the block. Not saying that 100%, but at least 85% of the time the block gets spun, baby. But it's up to you to have that self-control and to set boundaries. And that's not a boundary. You confiding in your baby daddy about relationships is not a boundary. It's not a boundary. If we gonna keep it on the kids, we're gonna keep it on the kids. I'm not about to be telling you what I'm going through. I'm not about to be allowing you to be a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. Because he get real personal with his subliminal. He get real personal. He be, just him calling Janelle a clown, like he gets real personal. Baby, he sub La Truth for months. I don't know no baby daddy doing that. Unless only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. I forgot what his wife name. Baby, you better catch him. Get your man, girl. He's sneaking and creeping. Okay, get your man. Because why are you so involved? Why are you so involved? Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting both of her baby? Why you got ill intent towards both of her baby dads? That's a good question. He don't like LaTrue and he don't like Janelle. When if you ask me, and this is the crazy part for the ones that'll be like, well, Pac, they had words, or him and Janelle ain't never had words, far as we know. They ain't never had a public verbal altercation on the internet. So how did he go from king to clown? Now, him and LaTrue did have a couple words on the internet or whatever, but when you really think about it, these are men who don't even know each other for real. So for him to have so much animosity towards her baby daddies, that's questionable. I'm sorry. That's questionable. Because why? And then you have to look at what's the word? Damn, I can't think about the word. You got to look at the middle person. I ain't going to say the middle man. Or what they all have in common. They all share the same baby mama. But yet, none of them like each other. And none of them talk on a personal level. So, what's the common denominator? But it's questionable because the main one who don't like neither is a married man. Is a married man. You shouldn't even be in her business that much to not like her baby, the baby dad. That's crazy. How are you even in her business that much to have so much animosity towards the other baby dad? You should be worried about your household, your wife, and your kids on. And as long as nothing is happening to your kids from those other two men, you shouldn't have no problems with them. Even though Janelle did do what he do. So that brings me to my next question. Was a confrontation had behind the scenes? Think about it, y'all. Because why else would he have animosity towards Janelle all of a sudden? If it ain't involving the kids, you can't tell me he care about his baby mama so much, a married man, that he would have issue with ninjas that come behind him and play with her feelings, or they break up. Not even say play with her feelings, but they break up because the relationship didn't work out. Now you hate her other baby daddies? Like, that's weird. That's very much weird. Thank you, Q. You said, and when her and Janashas broke up, he popped up in Atlanta same time. She was all dressed up to go out. Ooh, listen. I forgot about that. That's when he was on that motorcycle. He sure was. He was in Atlanta, y'all. And she was doing that video talking about, because I'm going out. So she had them $2 whole stockings on. I remember. Wow. So did. She had them little stockings on talking about, I'm going out. Which one, y'all? Which one look better? And y'all was like, neither. Because they wasn't. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't have a problem with the top part, like the pleather jacket, trench coat situation. I didn't have a problem with that because I'm an all black. I love, y'all can see my picture right there. I got on a black cute little one too. I love black. Okay, that's my color. That's one of my favorite colors. But them stocking things, no, it gave $2. You know what? I don't like stuff like that. And that's just my opinion. Like, I don't like stockings that, it just tacky. It didn't look right. Has Ham's gift arrived yet? It said, yes, ma'am, I got it. Thank you, Miss Ashley. Don't worry, y'all. For the ones who got Ham something off of her wish list for her birthday this month, I will do a unboxing video. She's gonna do an unboxing video, and she's gonna read her little cards that y'all put, like the little gift notes, and thank everybody while she's doing her unboxing video. And also, if I have time, out because one of my supporters was like, Pac, why you don't do like a go live on her birthday and let her talk to your supporters? So I might do that. I might give her a 30-minute segment where she goes live on her birthday on my platform. If we have time, I'ma see y'all. I'll let y'all know for sure. Cause she Ham wanna do so much stuff, child. We might not even have time. But she gonna definitely do an unboxing to thank everybody that bought her something off of her wish list. Matter of fact, I think they only got like 5 or 6 things left. So y'all did y'all big one, okay? That child is blessed. She gonna be so happy. Please share the origins of the name Foot Meat. Chatty not in here, but Chatty started the Foot Meat name. That's for RH, first baby mama. For the ones that don't know, you would have to ask Chatty why she started calling her that because I can't remember. But Foot Meat and Karate Shoes is the two nicknames. That's the two nicknames that Chatty got for her. And it just stuck. Everybody just started saying Foot Meat. So that came from my sister. Chatty Cathy. Make sure y'all go follow Chatty. Because Chatty is hilarious. And she be cutting up over there. She don't really talk about the saga no more, but she do. Don't get me wrong. Every so often, if something major happens, she'll give her little 1-2 on it. Okay, so but you just gotta be there. But she don't do long lives. Like she might give you 7 minutes. She might give you 20. But Chatty is hilarious. If you follow her, if you know, you know. So make sure y'all go follow my sister over there. Because y'all gonna get something out of it. She definitely gonna give y'all a laugh. All right, so this is the video that they call her that due to her fat foot oozing out the shoe. I'm making something else from her list tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Ashley. I appreciate you, my love. She's gonna be so happy. My little baby. All right, y'all. Hey everyone, I agree with that pretty princess. Hey Carmen. Okay, let's play this. Let me take this down. And y'all listen good. Make sure y'all hit the like button if you haven't and support my goal if you can. If you can't, it's cool. Just hit that like button and hype me up, baby. Hype me up. All right, let's run it.
Self-love is not putting a man before your happiness. Self-love is not being okay with being uncomfortable, being unhappy, not being able to speak how you feel. Self-love is being okay with being alone. Self-love is taking time out when you're hurt and focusing on healing yourself.
Y'all, while I was talking and had the thing muted, oh my God. So that's because I was hollering at my son to come see. So this is an old video, y'all. This is an old video, and I thought it was a new video because she pretty much got the same hairstyle. But you could tell it's an old video because of her teeth, right? If y'all remember, she had got the first set of veneers she got was some composite veneers, right? That was the first set. Those don't last as long as the porcelain. So she ended up going to another doctor and getting the porcelain veneers done. And she did an interview because I think they might have gave her either did it for free or took some money off because she's because of her following, right? But in that interview, in the video of her talking to the doctor, she was telling the doctor that the reason why she wanted to get the porcelain ones is because the doctor who did the composite veneers, one of the teeth, her teeth in the front was longer than the other one. So she said when she take pictures, she would always have to pose with her head to the side, tilted to the side, so it looked like her veneers are even. It was an insecurity for her, right? And I ain't saying that to be funny, y'all. I'm saying that because that's what she said. Like she said that in the video, and that's how I could tell that this is an old video she did because of her teeth. Because I remember watching that interview. She had the composite veneers right here, but now she got the porcelain ones. But this is old, but it's a good video because she's talking about self-love. But yet you keep going back to a ninja who dogging you out. That's crazy. You built your brand around self-love, teaching women and little girls how to love themselves, y'all. I even seen videos of her going live with Lala and Momo and telling them about positive affirmations, making Lala quote out positive affirmations, how much she loved herself, what she loved about herself while on live. But this is how you living though. Disgracefully. This is how you live it. And this is why I said, what are you going to tell your girls? What precedent are you setting for your daughter for when they start dating? Because you can't tell me that her and Janelle is so secretive with their relationship that they're secluding the kids from the toxicity. You can't tell me that. Because if we on the internet know what's going on, the kids damn sure do. So imagine having to explain the toxicity and why you settled, knowing you feel like you're worth more to your daughter. And also having a conversation. Thank you, bug. Close mommy door. Also and put text my phone what you want from Sam. Also having to what was I saying, child? Also having to have a conversation, a tough conversation. Let's say one of her girls get older, y'all, and they get with a man and he's doing the same thing to her, to the daughter, as Janelle did to her. How does she explain to her daughter that she deserves more? Because at that point, the daughter is going to have a very clear understanding and be, somewhat of an adult to know right from wrong and to realize and remember what her mama settled for. So then she can counter you. When you telling her she deserves better, she going to say, well, mama, you deserve better also. Or I'm following your example. Because a lot of times we are a product of our environment and we follow it intentionally. We follow the examples of our mothers and fathers. How many situations has it been where a girl go get with her daddy? Not literally, not physically, but a man just like him. Because you think that's the way. That's why they say a girl's first love is her father. That's her first love. So if daddy treating his princess like a queen or like a princess, can't no ninja come through and treat her any other way. But if she's seeing her daddy is a no good one and he doing this, he doing that, a lot of times, and I'm a product of that. I chose one just like my daddy. Just like him. And when I grew up, I had to have that tough conversation with my daddy as an adult. Even though it's not, I won't put 100% responsibility or accountability on him, and I told him that. But at least 50 because I watched how you treated my mom. I watched how you treated her growing up. Me and my siblings, we watched it. And you become, not all the time, but at least 85% of the time, we become a product of our environment. And this is where I also say, don't get it twisted, y'all, because it is very much possible for you to go against the grain. I didn't see it before. If you ever heard somebody say, well, they had the best parents. They had the best of both worlds. They had a good life and they still turned out this way. But guess what? Yeah, that does happen. That does happen sometimes. But like the Bible says, you can follow that, but eventually you're going to go back to what you learned or how you was raised. You might sway a little bit or get off path, but eventually you're going to come back to the proper way and what you actually learned and how you was brought up. I feel like you always get that one bad seed or one bad apple that can grow up with both parents in a good environment and they go against the grain. Because I got a few in my family like that. A few, child. But like, it's sad, y'all. It's really sad. And the fact that I could say I'm a living example of that. Like, I chose a man just like my dad. Just like him, from what I seen growing up. So it hits a little different when you watching a situation, even though it's from the outside looking in, but you can see, like we can see what's going on here. She did she didn't played on the emotions of her supporters so much. Not even just her supporters, because initially when she first came out, most of us was in support of her because we thought she was telling the truth. We thought she was a battered woman, a victim. But oh, how quickly we found out otherwise. But it still doesn't negate or separate the fact that we felt that way initially. Because more often than not, women gonna side with women until different circumstances arise where you find out she's not a victim or they're not a victim. But it's just crazy because I think about the kids, y'all. I think about the kids. That's not cool. Like, girl, you gotta. It's aggravating because then you see her make these little posts. Ooh, y'all think y'all know, but y'all don't know nothing. Da, 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 da. Girl, do you realize that we don't really give up? We don't really care. This is content. It's not personal for me. Let me just say that. And I know it's not personal for a lot of y'all, but there are some supporters who are personally invested because of how this came about, right? But what she fails to realize is, yes, you can gloat in your story, but at the end of the day, you the one that's living in that toxicity. So that temporary gloat of, oh, y'all think y'all know, or let me post a video of us at the pumpkin patch and me calling him bae and me saying this so I can stick it to him. But at the end of the day, you the one that's suffering in silence. We not. Because guess what? Just like we blog when y'all break up, we blog when y'all back together. It does not affect us at all. It's the way of the internet. It's content. But you the one gotta live in that toxicity. You the one gonna have to answer them tough questions to your daughters when they get older. A fool can see that Janelle ain't never changed. She's playing that game with him because she don't know her worth. And she don't value herself. And she don't know her value. And she don't have high self-esteem, high self-respect, high self-worth. She don't have none of those things. Because if she did, she wouldn't be with him. She would. She don't think that she can find nothing better. Because if she did, she wouldn't be with him. And that's just me keeping it a stack. When you know better, you do better. When you know your worth, you don't settle. You can tell me all day long you know your worth, but your actions show you don't. Your actions show you living in what you deserve. And you can't keep praying to God and asking God to remove you from a situation that you holding on to. You the one glued your hands to that rope. Now you want God to remove it, to be the glue remover. No, it don't work like that. He gonna give you the tools, but you gotta do the work, mentally and physically. Yes, you can pray all day long and ask God to keep removing and revealing, but guess what? He'll reveal. Let me say that. He'll reveal. I don't know about the removing. You gotta do the work. Once he reveals, the removing is up to you. Thank you, Toya. Thank you, my love. I appreciate you. All right. Let me go down these comments. We're gonna finish playing this video, y'all. She playing with herself. Wait, did she go back? Yep, she did, Miss Robin. Well, some people saying they feel like she did. But that's the thing, y'all. Okay, at first I felt like they didn't too. I was like, well, maybe they just co-parenting and they went to the pumpkin patch. But then somebody was like, Pop, did you hear in the video where she called him babe? So once she said that, I was like, oh well, they probably back together, you know. Because she was like, babe, something about the corn or something like that, child. So yeah, but at the end of the day, like I said, she don't realize that yes, it might be a kiki or a laugh or a gloat here and there when it comes to this situation, but girl, this don't affect us in our everyday life. It affects you. You the one living in toxicity. You the one drowning in sorrow. You the one begging for attention from him, setting yourself on fire for his attention, begging for communication. That's you. We just talking about. That's the thing. Bree thinks she thinks God is a magician. Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. He could be if he wanted to, but that's not how it goes. That's not how life works. It really don't. Like, but hey, like I said, we're gonna forever be entertained. Let me start it over, y'all, since I didn't talk so much, and I'm gonna play it through.
Self love is not putting a man before your happiness. Self love is not being okay with being uncomfortable, being unhappy, not being able to speak how you feel. Self love is being okay with being alone. Self love is taking time out when you're hurt and focusing on healing yourself, repairing your wounds, going through those wounds, healing, being able to get through those things, loving on yourself, healing those wounds before you open up another wound. Self love is being able to take care of you before you can take care of anyone else. How can you take care of anyone else when you don't take care of you? So many times we forget about ourselves and we are focused on other things, other situations, other people, and we forget about loving ourselves. We forget about putting ourselves first, and so oftentimes we look for other people to praise us, celebrate, confirmation, validation from other people. When all along, the only validation and confirmation you needed was from you. If you don't get anything from this video, the one thing I want you to leave with is practicing self-loving yourself. From the inside to the outside. Nobody's perfect. So
That's good. Thank you. Close my door. My bad. Ow, shoot. Ah, that hurt. My bad, y'all. But ooh, child. Imagine if she actually lived by that. Imagine that, y'all. Imagine she would be so powerful if she actually lived by that. Because don't get me wrong, she be speaking some real ish. Even though a lot of them words be stolen, but it be some real heartfelt, relative type of words. It be some real ish, like the stuff she steal from other people and talk about. It be stuff that people can relate to. It be stuff that people can relate to. But she gotta do better. Like you an influencer, baby. You got to do better. That's what people want to see. People want to see you do better. And you need to start off with apologizing to DV. Like I said, RH might not ever get that apology. But the ones who really deserve it too is DV. Because you played in their face and you still do. And you can't just sweep it away and act like none of that never happened. No, she needs to apologize to DV because she made promises. Y'all, this is why I'm going to drop some reminder videos in honor of National DV Month because October, The month we in right now is DV Awareness Month. So I'm gonna drop some recaps. I'm gonna drop some because I just wanna share reminders of the promises that she made, the things that she did as an influencer. That's the part people missing. Like, oh, y'all just want to talk about that's old. It don't matter. It don't matter if y'all feel like it's old. She played on DV victims. That's not nothing to play with. You got women out here losing their lives in real situations. Real situations. And this is why she ain't gonna never have no peace on her platform until she makes certain situations right. And I say that all the time. I say that all the time. That's why her platform is going the way it's going, because she has yet to come out here and fix certain things that she broke. Okay? Or that she played a part in. You don't get to do that. Nobody gets to play on people like that. If it would have been a man, look at these men. Look at some of these men that go to jail for certain things that they'll probably laugh about when it comes to women. For real, for real. Like, take for instance the Diddy situation. Now, don't get me twisted, right? And I ain't even gonna really get into it. I just want to say this one little thing, y'all, because I want to look on Janelle page too. But when it comes to the Diddy situation, when it first started, y'all know I think I did. I don't know if I did a live on it or not. I can't remember. But one of the things I said was I didn't know how to feel about it, right? I didn't know how to feel about it initially until the trial went, came about and the trial happened and everything. And then I heard the testimonies, or read, shall I say, of the alleged victims, Cassie and Jane Doe. And when I seen that, I was like, these ain't no victims. And that doesn't take away from the fact that the things that Diddy did, but they played a part in that. These women testified to being aggressors in some of the situations. And y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know, especially because we dealt with it right here in this saga. You don't get to be the aggressor and the victim. It don't work like that. Real victims um don't antagonize their abusers. We don't do that. We too scared. If anything, we walking on pins and needles, trying to figure out what not to say and do that's gonna set him off. I don't play about that. So that's why I said, like, it's certain things that she needs to take accountability for, and that being the main one. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like RH will never get an apology, but he gonna get his just due through this court situation. That's where I feel like he's getting his just due, because he been winning. They could say what they want, but if I've been following the court documents since the beginning, and when I tell you it's not one court document where he didn't come out on top, even the divorce, she didn't get what she wanted. She wanted alimony and she wanted way more child support. She didn't get it. She didn't get it. And he got his names back, stage and last name. So at the end of the day, and then when it comes to the contempts, he's winning with that also. The temporary consent order, he's probably gonna win. Well, I ain't gonna even say probably. He gonna win when they go to court in January too. Based on the paperwork, he gonna win. And we gonna and let me tell y'all this also. So there's no confusion. So nobody can come on here and say, oh, lie Pac over there still lying to her supporters. January, I'm getting them transcripts. So we're gonna read word for word. We ain't gonna just get the documents. We're gonna buy the transcripts. That way we see everything that went on in court. Period. And I told that to my source already. I said, yeah, we getting the transcripts. And if you don't know what the court transcripts are, those are basically that's everything that happened in court. Everything that everybody said, all of that. Both sides. Not just one side, is word for word. The evidence that was presented, all of it. Okay? We getting it all. That way it's no confusion, because I feel like that court date is the big one in the saga. That's the big one. That's the big one. That's what people been waiting on. I think that's the relief, that's the resolution, that's the outcome that people been waiting on in this saga. All right, let's take her down because I want to go on Janelle page real quick, and then we're gonna get up off of here, y'all, because I gotta go get my hammy and we gotta go make grocery real quick. So I'm behind her job back, not surprised. Yep, they are. They are back together. We think. We think they are. Let's just say that. Because she don't hold back from posting his body parts, letting it be known that he's around her. She can't keep nothing to herself, child. Hold on, y'all. I hope I don't have to log in. Okay, good. All right. Hold up, y'all. Uh, Oh, I need to hold on. I need to put my stuff so my messages don't pop up. Pop up. Nope, don't open it. Don't want no messages popping up while we on live time. All right. Wait, what is this? Open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on, right quick. Give me a second. And I am not ignoring nobody. A collective hate of everybody that came in while I was reading and playing these audios, y'all. It's just real hard because I get off. I get thrown off real quick. Y'all know how my thought process is. If I don't get it out, if I don't say it, I'm gonna forget it. Okay. So that's why I try not to be too much in the chat. Like I'll glance over here and there when I'm not reading something directly. But other than that, I don't really be seeing the chat because it's distracting. Like it'll distract me unless it's a live stream where we're just doing dialogue. Like let's say I go live and we just talking about stuff in the saga, then I'll be all in the chat. But if it's one where I'm presenting stuff to y'all, I try not to focus too much on the chat because it'll distract me and I forget what I be wanting to tell y'all. All right, let's pull him up real quick. We're gonna look at this, and then we're gonna get up off of here because I got a video to finish for y'all too. Still working. Don't worry, y'all. I'm still working on videos. That's what I be doing when I don't go live. I'm trying to put a few videos together. At that, I'm so slow though. I'm just slow, y'all. When it comes to making these videos, I'm slow. Thank you, Miss Robin, for that coffee. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you to everybody who supported me on this live stream. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. So Donnell posted this, y'all. And as you can see, it's him, La Onya, and Michael Myers. Michael Myers in the background, y'all. So he said, this was 2 hours ago. He said, wait, let me go on it. Can y'all see it good? He said, oh, I can't see it good. Let me click back on it. It said, okay, y'all, imagine this is the start of a movie. What's the storyline? Funniest slash creepiest idea will make the final cut. Oh, he's trying to get that engagement so bad, child. Okay, let's see what they saying in the comments. I know people talking shit. And if they ain't, they will be. Look, so the first comment, somebody says, so is y'all together or no? Because if not, just call the movie Delusional SF. The game's gotta stop somewhere. Goddamn. Shout out to Kim. Let them have it, child. Let them have it, okay? Somebody say right, call it dumb and dumber. Like, and then you got people that come under the comments, somebody, y'all need to mind y'all business, y'all, bruh. This is social media. At this point, stop telling people to mind their business and start telling people to keep their business off of social media. That's what need to be said. Because you will have a better chance at doing that than telling people to mind their business on social media. Period. Social media whore and whorette. Y'all know they finna cut up in his comments, but he don't care because it's engagement. Let me see. Let me go down. Who said they was not together? Y'all want them to be so bad. And that's the crazy part. Like, that's another thing, y'all. When they constantly saying that we want them to be broken up. So if that's your, let me get this right. Even though we not related, but if that's your family member, right? Let's just use that as an example. And you know she with a creep, a cheater, and a bruiser. Would you want them to be together? I'm confused. So we supposed to just act like she ain't come out here saying he choked and spit on her and he did this, he did that, he did this, he did. So we supposed to act like none of that happened and be like, oh, they so cute together. We love them. Child, that's not how the internet goes. Yeah, we not related to her, but it's content. We're gonna speak and give our opinions, our perspectives on the content. And it's not in favor. Sorry. Everybody ain't gonna be in favor. Everybody ain't gonna just go with the flow or fall for the okie doke. Everybody ain't followers. There's some leaders out here too. It's some leaders out here too, baby. All right, let's see what else they talking about. I don't understand how you followers think this could last. It started off wrong, so it will go down. That's a fact. That's a fact. So Kim said, shout out to Kim. I love it. Kim say, no, I want them to be together. They deserve to be. And I bet you they get mad at that comment. I bet you. Because that's the thing. They don't know what they really want. So they mad if people say, oh, they don't need to be together. It's y'all trying to break up a relationship or da 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 da. And then when they say they deserve each other, it's still a problem. You got to pick a struggle. You got to pick a struggle. All right, let me see. Do it even matter if they're not together? It don't matter. See, they be making it more than what it is. They make it more than what it is. Somebody say, Kim say, I don't give two F's, then they deserve each other. Talk your ish, Kim. Talk your ish. But some of them people are very much delusional. The beast finds his long lost queen. Ooh, child. Let me see. The creep next door. Let's see. Mike fell in love with Bree and stalked her. You had to save her. Oh my God. Hold on, y'all. Baby Boy 2, the Halloween version. That's fitting. That is very fitting. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. The two narcissists on Halloween gets back together. They finna be cutting up, y'all. And he just posted this 2 hours ago. So them comments finna be real crazy later on. I'm telling you, that's enough though. Because I need a pee. Them comments gonna go crazy later. When I'm gonna probably go back to it on my next live because I know they finna go crazy. You said, Talk, I would not be surprised if she makes it let me take this down. If she makes it a New Year's resolution to right some of the people she has wronged, especially our age, simply because he has her right where he wants her. I doubt it. It would be nice, but I doubt it. Because if she didn't went this long without fixing it, I don't think she will. You got to think about, when they speak of narcissism, She possessed a lot of narcissistic qualities also. I would never diagnose anyone as a full blown narcissist because I'm not a specialist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a specialist. Nobody on this internet, unless they went to school for it and have the experience, can do that. That's why I don't take people serious when they start speaking that narcissist stuff. Like, no, unless you qualified, I can't take you serious. But the thing is, both women and men can possess those traits. It's up to you how you utilize them. That will be a determining factor if you are a full blown narcissist. And you have to live by it every single day. It has to, it's narcissism is a lifestyle. It's not just a one and done. It's a lifestyle. Big facts. Like, look, y'all, they got some people on YouTube some that have been diagnosed as narcissists that talk about it. Look it up if you want, want to know a little more information on it. But women and men can possess that. Controlling behavior is a trait of narcissism. And both men and women possess that. Because you can go from not being controlling a relationship 1 minute to being controlling the next. Going through the phone every day or every other day. That's controlling. That's being controlling. For real. Blame shifting is another trait. It ain't just grandiose behavior or gaslighting, manipulation. It's a whole lot that goes. It's a whole tree, y'all, with a bunch of branches that falls under narcissism. It's a lifestyle. You have to live it every day to be considered a full blown narcissist. Other than that, everybody on earth has narcissistic qualities or traits. We all possess them, especially if you in the entertainment business. The grandioseness, it's a lot of celebrities that have that. That don't mean you're a bad person. Now, if even if you conceded, even if what's the word? It's not conceded. Damn, I can't think of it. It was right there too. If you that type of person that's real cocky, well, that's another form of being conceited, but or grandiose. It's still damn near the same thing, but that don't make you a bad person because you grandiose. Now, if you every day you gloat and you this and you that, and it's all about how you treat other people, also with those qualities. The um one of the main, shall I say, characteristics or traits of narcissism is uh gaslight. We all know that. So, excuse me, y'all. When I think of gaslighting, I think of lie on you. Let me let me stop. But uh stop, Bob. She do be gaslight like a bug. Okay? She's a gaslighter. She need to put that on the end of her Facebook name. Lie on you, the gaslighter. But thank you, Rigo. Hey Rigo, what's up, my love? Self-absorbed. Yep, that's another one. Um, when you with somebody, right? If you in a relationship with somebody and they're constantly making you doubt reality, that's a major characteristic that falls under narcissism. Like every day, on a regular basis, they're making you doubt your reality or question reality. Yeah. And I don't see that. I don't see that. So I don't know. Like that's another thing, y'all. So, child, but it's hard to take certain situations serious. Like, let's take for instance, okay, when Laonia came out here with her and the true story or whatever, and she was just, oh, he's a narcissist. This, he's a narcissist. That. Da 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 da. First of all, I feel like When you with a narcissist, you're gonna know. When you with, I'm talking about a narcissist, a diagnosed narcissist. When you're with a narcissist, you're gonna know when you're with them. You're gonna know. Because, like I just explained, they live by those characteristics. They live by them. So it's real funny. Take for instance, when he came out here, once he left her, because narcissists don't leave. Narcissists don't get up and leave. They gonna make you suffer as long as they can and stay in that relationship. You have to find a way to leave them. Big fact. You have to find a way to leave them. Because they focus on a specific target. Ask any licensed therapist that specializes in narcissism. They'll tell you. More often than not, you have to be the one to leave them or find a way to leave them. Because, like I just said, it goes back into gaslighting. They make you start questioning reality. And it feels like you're in some type of trance, some type of altered universe or whatever, child. But the fact that LaTruth is leaving these women is very telling. So it's kind of hard to believe that he's this narcissistic man that's so terrible, but he's doing the leaving. So that's a little weird. Yes, I do get grandiose from him. He's very grandiose. A lot of entertainers are. That's the thing. They are, and you're supposed to be. Now, don't get creepy with it. And every day it's oh, I'm this, I'm that, oh, I'm this, I'm no, you're doing too much. You're doing too much now. But I don't know. I just don't see that. Narcissists have a hard time of walking away from situations. Think about it, y'all. They have a hard time of walking away from situations. So look at it through the lens of that, of what I just said. Narcissists have a hard time of walking away from situations. And think about that. So when we look at the relationships that RH had, who are the ones who having the hard time walking away? And we're going to end on that. I love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out with Pac on this good old Thursday, baby. I didn't even realize it was Thursday, y'all. I'm like, oh, this week went by fast, y'all. But I got to go get my little baby. What time it is? Oh, yeah, it's 2:47. I got to go get my little baby. And then me and her going to make some groceries. We're going to make them groceries. Because, them children be eating me out of house and home. But my babies, they all different. They all have different personalities. And they all picky and eat different stuff. I literally have to get a list from each one every month for what they want. Okay? But anyways, I love my babies. But I love y'all too. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe in chat. But the people go live. Because when I'm in the store, I like to listen to lives and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see who going live, who went live or whatever. What I can put my earpiece in on while I'm shopping. Woo, excuse me, y'all. But I love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this live. Please hit the like if you haven't hit the like. Thank y'all for the supers. Thank y'all for hitting the like if you have. Thank you for hyping me up. The coffees, all of the above. The support is overwhelming. Okay, period. But anyways, I love y'all and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
Yeah, you tuned in to Lou Pac, baby. She don't follow trends, she follow facts. Receipts ready, energy heavy. Let's go, let's go. Lupac, baby, don't play. She speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back. All receipts on deck. She stand tall in the booth, got respect on her neck. INDE, yeah, she grinding with ease. PENENT, bring in truth to the streets. Go. She don't do drama, she drop data. Scroll the page, now or later, you'll see lies get exposed.
exposing. They trolling, she composed. See, Lupac don't just react, she the code what's not disclosed. From screenshots to timelines, receipts in real time. You playing checkers, she playing chess. Every move defined, got that hustle in her bones. No cosign built to own. Views go up when she speak up. This platform here a throne.
Lupac, baby don't bend, she speak facts, you see. Truth talk, clap back, all receipts on deck. She stand tall in